What's going on, family? We are back getting into some requests today, and today we are joined on stream by our friends. And today we have a request from our good friend Cherokee to check out the song Bring Me to Life. You've heard it before. Most popularly known and made famous by Evanescence. There is a cover we are checking out today by the Orchestra featuring, what is her name? I haven't clicked on the video yet. I'm over here looking at the corner. Erin Fox. She gotta be pretty badass. She got Fox in the name, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure this is the same individual that we have seen do the cover to the Cranberries, right? Maybe. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I think it's the same person. We'll figure out here in a second when we actually watch this video. But shout out to Cherokee again for the request. Let's check it out.
How can you see into my eyes?
Awesome. Amazing, solid cover of Bring Me to Life. We'll give some boost and love. How old is this? A month ago? Yeah, it's definitely on the new side, so we definitely gotta give some love. I think the thing I took away from this the most was how it really made me feel like something that I would hear if this was like a musical. Does that make sense? I feel like they kind of turned it into like a musical version of a cover, if that makes any sense. It was like very theatrical. The singing elements were very much of like what it sounded like, of like, again, something that you would see like at a theater watching like a musical or something like that, right? And I do not mean that in any kind of negative way. So I hope that nobody takes that as a negative kind of comment, because it's definitely not meant to be negative. I think that both the male and the female vocalists did a really great job in terms of just overall singing ability. Again, the song itself is going to mean something, I think, to everybody in different ways, especially when different times and moments when you hear them, right? So it's one of those things where when you listen to a cover, when I listen to a cover like this, it makes me think about the original version. But I was trying to really hard to focus on kind of like, I think overall, like what it was that I was actually just more or less witnessing with this cover, right? And like I said, to me, it was more or less kind of coming off as something that I would see something like if this was like incorporated into some sort of like musical. Does it make sense? Where like that's the way that the song kind of like, I guess, like really just like was, I don't know, the way it jumped out at me in this particular cover specifically. I think I mentioned it in the first time we did anything with the rock orchestra, but like the orchestra himself, totally cooking back there. Really dig the skull and crossbone, the skeleton stuff, the skeleton outfits and like the masks and stuff like that they're all wore in the video. I think it was very similar from like the last one, but really cool. The shots of it, like with it all being all smoky and like the scenery and all that kinds of stuff, is very cool too. And it kind of just gives it an overall vibe to like the entire music video that way. So very cool. Very cool. I think that's all I got for this one, guys. Definitely want to appreciate Cherokee again for the request. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you.